Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 12th of July 2024. Essence. Sweet children, you have to belong to the Lord and Master and then become princes and princesses. Therefore, burn your sins away with the pilgrimage of remembrance. Question: by using which method is all your sorrow removed? Question: by using which method is all your sorrow removed? Answer: when you look in the eyes of the Father and your eyes meet His, all your sorrow is removed, because by remembering the Father, while considering yourselves to be souls, all your sins are cut away. This is your pilgrimage of remembrance. You renounce all bodily religions and remember the Father. By doing this, you souls become Sato Pradhan and you then become the masters of the land of happiness. Om Shanti. God Shiva speaks. Sit here considering yourselves to be souls. The Father asks this of you. God Shiva speaks means that Shiv Bhava explains. Children, sit here considering yourselves to be souls, because all of you are brothers. All of you are children of the one Father. You have to claim your inheritance from the one Father, exactly as you claimed it from the Father 5000 years ago. You were in the kingdom of the original eternal deities. The Father sits here and explains to you how you can become part of the Sun dynasty, that is, how you become the masters of the world. Remember me, your Father. All of you souls are brothers. God, the highest on high, is only one. You children of that true Lord are those who belong to the Lord and Master. The Father sits here and explains these things. If you connect your intellects in yoga, according to his Srimad, all your sins will be cut away and all your sorrow will be removed. When your eyes meet the Father's eyes, all your sorrow is removed. Baba also explains to you the meaning of a meeting of the eyes. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. This is the pilgrimage of remembrance. This is also called the fire of yoga. All your sins of many births will be burnt away in this fire of yoga. This is a land of sorrow where all are residents of hell. You have committed a lot of sin. This is called the kingdom of Ravan. The golden age is called the kingdom of Rama. You can explain in this way. No matter how big a gathering is, sitting there, let there be no hesitation in giving them a lecture. Just continue to say, these are the virgins of God. God Shiva speaks, all of us souls are His children. We are brothers. However, we would not say that there were any children of Sri Krishna or that there were so many queens. When Sri Krishna gets married, his name changes. Yes, you would say that Lakshmi and Narayan had children. Radhe and Krishna become Lakshmi and Narayan after they marry and then they have a son. Then their dynasty continues. You children now have to remember the Father constantly. Renounce all the religions of bodies and constantly remember the Father, and all your sins will be cut away. You will become Sato Pradhan and then go to heaven. There is no sorrow in heaven. In hell, there is limitless sorrow. There is no name or trace of happiness. You have to explain to people tactfully in this way. God Shiva speaks, O children, you souls are impure at this time, so how can you become pure? You called out to me, O purifier, come. Only pure ones exist in the golden age, whereas impure ones exist in the iron age. After the Iron Age, it surely has to become the Golden Age. There is establishment of the new world and destruction of the old world. It is remembered that establishment took place through Brahma. We Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are adopted children. We are Brahmins. The top knot, there is also the variety form image. First of all, you definitely have to become Brahmins. Brahma is also a Brahmin. Deities only exist in the golden age. In the golden age, there is constant happiness. There is no mention of sorrow. In the iron age, there is limitless sorrow, and all are unhappy. There is no one who does not experience sorrow. This is the kingdom of Ravan. Ravan is the number one enemy of Bharat. Each one has the five vices in him. In the golden age, there are no vices. That is the pure household religion. Mountains of sorrow have now fallen, and even more will continue to fall. They continue to manufacture so many bombs, etc. But they are not just for storing, they are refining everything. Then rehearsals will take place and it will finally happen. This is now very little time left. There is now very little time left. The drama will end at its own time. First of all, you should have Shiv Baba's knowledge. Whenever you begin a lecture, etc., first of all, you always say salutations to Shiva because the praise of Shiv Baba cannot belong to anyone else. Shiv Jayanti is worth diamonds. There are no divine activities, etc., of Sri Krishna. In the golden age, little children are Sadhu Pradhan. Children don't have any type of mischief, etc., in them. They say of Sri Krishna that he ate the butter and that he did this and that. Instead of praising him, they defame him even more. They so happily say that God is omnipresent and that he is in you and also in me. That is great defamation. However, Tamopradhan people cannot understand these things. So, first of all, you have to give the Father's introduction. He is the incorporeal Father and his name is Benevolent Shiva, the bestower of salvation for all. That incorporeal Father is the ocean of happiness and the ocean of peace. Why is there so much sorrow now? Because it is the kingdom of Ravan. Ravan is everyone's enemy. They kill him, but he doesn't die. Here, you don't have just one type of sorrow. There is limitless sorrow. In the golden age, there is limitless happiness. You became the children of the unlimited Father 5000 years ago, and you also claimed this inheritance from the Father. Shiv Baba definitely comes, and he surely does something when he comes. He does everything accurately. That is why he is praised. People speak of the night of Shiva, bracket Shivratri, and then there is the night of Sri Krishna. You now have to understand about the night of Shiva and the night of Sri Krishna. Shiva comes here in the unlimited night. Sri Krishna takes birth at Amritvela, not at night. People celebrate the night of Shiva, but there is no date or time for that. The birth of Sri Krishna takes place at Amritvela. Amritvela is considered to be the most auspicious time. Those people celebrate Sri Krishna's birth at midnight, but that is not the time of dawn. Dawn is around 2 to 3 am when you are also able to remember God. It isn't that someone would get up at midnight after indulging in vice and remember God, not at all. Amrit Vela is not at midnight. At that time, human beings are impure and dirty. The atmosphere is very bad at that time. No one gets up at 2:30 am. Amrit Vela is around 3 to 4 am. People awaken at that time and perform devotion. They fix that time themselves, but there isn't really a fixed time. So you can find out the time that Sri Krishna was born. You cannot find out the time that Shiva came. He himself comes and explains this. So first of all, you have to tell people Shiv Baba's praise. A song should be played at the beginning, not at the end. Shiv Baba is the sweetest Baba of all, and you receive the unlimited inheritance from him. Shri Krishna was the first prince of the golden age 5000 years ago. There was limitless happiness there. Even now, people still continue to praise heaven. When someone dies, they say so and so has gone to heaven. Oh, but it is still hell now. If it were heaven, people could take rebirth in heaven. Explain that we have the experience of so many years and that cannot be explained in just 15 minutes. Time is needed for it. First of all, tell them that this is a matter of only a second. Give them the introduction of the unlimited Father, who is the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. He is the Father of us souls. All of us BKs are following Shiv Baba's Srimad. The Father says, all of you are brothers and I am your Father. I came 5000 years ago, and this is why people celebrate Shiv Jayanti. Nothing is celebrated in heaven. There is Shiv Jayanti, and the memorial of this is celebrated on the path of devotion. This is the Gita episode being played out. The new world is being established through Brahma, and the old world is to be destroyed through Shankar. You can see the atmosphere of this old world. This impure world is definitely going to be destroyed. This is why they say, take us to the pure world. There is limitless sorrow, fighting, death, becoming widowed, committing suicide. The golden age was the kingdom of limitless happiness. Definitely take this picture of your aim and objective with you. This Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of the world. We are telling you something of 5000 years ago of how they attained those births. What actions did they perform that they became that? The Father alone explains to you the philosophy of action, neutral action, and sinful action. In the Golden Age, actions are neutral. Here, because this is the kingdom of Ravan, actions are sinful, and this is why it is called the world of sinful souls. Your exchange is also with sinful souls. While a baby is still in the womb, they get it engaged. They have such criminal vision. Here they are criminal-eyed. The golden age is called civil-eyed. Here the eyes commit a lot of sin. There no one commits sin. History and geography repeat from the golden age to the end of the iron age. You should know why it is called a land of happiness and a land of sorrow. Everything depends on being impure and pure. Therefore, the Father says lust is the greatest enemy. You become conquerors of the world by conquering that. For half a cycle, the world was pure and there were elevated deities there. Now it is corrupt. On the one hand, they say that this is a corrupt world. On the other, they continue to call everyone Sri Sri. They simply say whatever enters their minds. All of this has to be understood. Death is now standing just ahead. The Father says, constantly remember me alone, and your sins will be cut away, and you will become Satopradhan. You will become the masters of the land of happiness. Now there is nothing but sorrow. No matter how many conferences those people have, how many gatherings they have, nothing is to happen through those. They continue to come down the ladder. The Father is carrying out his task through his children. You called out, O purifier, come. So I have come at my own time. I come whenever there is extreme irreligiousness. They don't understand the meaning of this. Since they call out, they themselves must surely be impure. The Father says, Ravan has made you impure, and I have now come to make you pure. That was a pure world, and it is now an impure world. There are five vices in everyone, and there is limitless sorrow. There is nothing but peacelessness everywhere. When you souls become completely tamopradhan and sinful, I come. I come to uplift even those who defame me and call me omnipresent. You invite me to come to this impure world of Ravan, to come into this impure body. I too need a chariot. I don't need a pure chariot. In the kingdom of Ravan, all are impure. No one is pure, all are worn through vice. This is a vicious world, and that is a viceless world. Now, how will you become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan? I alone am the purifier. Have yoga with me. This is the ancient Raj Yoga of Bharat. He will definitely come on the household path. He comes in such a wonderful way. That one is the father and also the mother, because the mouth of a cow is needed from which nectar can emerge. So that is the mother and father. and then Saraswati has been made head to look after the mothers. She is called Jagadamba. They also speak of Mother Kali. It isn't that she is ugly like that. They have shown Sri Krishna as dark blue because he sat on the pyre of lust and became ugly. Sri Krishna becomes ugly and then becomes beautiful. Time is required to understand all of these things. They will sit in the intellects of a handful out of multi-millions and a few out of that handful because the five vices are in everyone. You can also explain this in a gathering because everyone has a right to say something. You should take that opportunity. In an official gathering, no one would ask you questions, etc. in between. If you don't want to listen to that, then leave quietly. Don't make any noise. Explain in this way. There is now limitless sorrow. Mountains of sorrow are to fall. We know the Father and the creation. You don't know anyone's occupation. When and how did the Father make Bharat into paradise? You don't know this. So come and we will explain. How do you take 84 births? Take the 7 days course and we will make you into charitable souls from sinful souls for 21 births. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana number 1. Keep in your intellect the deep philosophy of action, neutral action, and sinful action that the Father has explained, and do not have any exchange with sinful souls. Second, follow Srimad and connect your intellect in yoga to the One Father. Make effort to become Satopradhan. In order to make this land of sorrow into a land of happiness, make effort to become pure from impure. You have to change your criminal vision. Blessing, may you become knowledgeful and sacrifice all your wasteful questions into this sacrificial fire and thereby be free from obstacles. When any obstacle comes, you go into many questions of why and what. To be full of questions means to be distressed. Become knowledgeful and sacrifice all your wasteful questions into this sacrificial fire, and your time as well as the time of others will be saved. By doing this, you will easily become free from obstacles. Faith and victory are your birthright. Maintain this pride and you will never become distressed. Slogan, to maintain constant enthusiasm and give others that enthusiasm is your occupation. Slogan, to maintain constant enthusiasm and give others that enthusiasm is your occupation. Om Shanti